What is up, you guys? So I want to do an updated sterile processing tech pay range because I felt like we're hitting a recession, and I saw a lot of things in this sterile processing tech group, and people were like, "Well, how much do you guys get paid?" And I don't want to regurgitate like what they put in the post because that's private information. Like I don't want to do that to anybody. But I went ahead and I went on Google, and I really feel like these are not really like spot on. But this gives you like a good like understanding of like how much sterile processing techs get paid. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go through as many states as I can, and then once I hit my state or like kind of like close to my state, I can kind of like tell you guys like, okay, like this may be true, this may not be true. But please keep in mind that in your region, I feel like no matter where you are in the U.S., you're always going to have that one hospital that lowballs people. Okay, so with that being said, do your homework with the region around you, and if you can, I know it's hard, but if you're not in sterile processing, it's kind of hard to like know people who are in sterile processing because sterile processing is not a mainstream job. But if you can make friends in sterile processing that's been in the game for a while, they can kind of like tell you like, look, this is what you need to look out for with this hospital, this is how much I get paid here, there, whatever. Okay, I have a friend who told, ooh, sorry, I don't want to show y'all too much because we ain't that close, girl. Our boy. But so make sure you try to make a friend and start. If you can't, that's okay. I'll be your friend. I'm gonna try to help as much as I can. But we're just gonna get this salary thing going because it's really like it's crazy out here, y'all. Crazy. So we're gonna start with Alabama. I ain't never been to Alabama. I need to go. I just want to see how. I ain't never been. We're gonna have to see. So Alabama, they said they make $14.85 per year. So that's $30,900, and that's pretty low. I'm sorry, but as a sterile processing tech, I feel like if you're making $14.85, you should no. I feel like there's something wrong with that. I don't care that it's in Alabama. I feel like personally, they should at least start people off. Honestly, they should really be starting people off at 20. But if they're gonna lowball you like that, if they be like, okay, like how much you want to get paid, girl, at least say 17, please. No less than 17. Shit, no less than 20 the way we live in, but really no less than 17. Alaska is 24.21, but I know in Alaska it's very what is it? I heard it's expensive up there, so that's probably why. Arizona is 18.89, that's 39,290. Arkansas is 15.97, 33,220. California is 25.85, 53,780. And Colorado is 20.55, 42,740. Connecticut, it's 20.76, 43,180. And just to be clear, this is an average, okay? So this isn't like oh, like you're gonna most definitely make this, but this is an average. This is like a median for the whole state. So if you live somewhere to where it's rural, this might be more like okay, like this is how much I can pay. But if you live in a city, you're like, oh, I make more than that. It's because they took the whole state's sterile processing ranges and they averaged it out. So this is just an average, just to let you guys know. Connecticut is 20.76, 43,180. Delaware is 20.82, 43,300. District of Columbia is 24.64, that's 51,260. Florida is 16.42, 34,160. Georgia is 17.64, 36,680. Hawaii is 21.94, 41,630. Idaho is 15.63, 32,510. Indiana is 17.73, 36,880. Iowa is 16.94, 34,230. Kansas is 17.29, 35,960. Kentucky is 17.77, 36,960. Okay, with Kentucky, because should I tell y'all exactly where I'm at? I'm not gonna do that. I'm in Kentucky and Indiana. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, if you know, you know. So yeah, I'm in that area. Okay, so with that 1777, that's pretty average for the low paying hospital in this area. And I'm not gonna tell y'all what hospital it is because I but I'm about to get a new job, but that's a different video. But yeah, so 1777 is pretty average for this area. Well, no, it's pretty low for this area, I'm gonna be honest with you. 2108 for the two main hospitals that I have seen in this area is the average, is the base. And then you go up from there, and the tap out is $37 an hour. So what I will say is, if you are at like a low paying hospital, get your experience, get your paper, and leave. Tip number one. Tip number two, don't be afraid to negotiate like how much money you want to get paid, because I think a lot of times we don't negotiate because we're scared we're going to lose the job. If you lose the job, it's just not for you. Sterile processing, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, sterile processing has really changed my life. I'm making the most I have ever made. I don't make 17. Should I tell you how much I make? I make from 20 to 24, and I'm closer to 24 than 20. Not with this hospital though. With the hospital that I'm about to work, I just got hired on. I will start November 11th, so it's pretty soon, but I'm going to be making 20 to 24, closer to 24. You do the math. So with that being said, if you are a single person, you don't have any children, sterile processing will probably be a good career for you to start at, because let's just be honest, if you're making $20 and up, living single, living in like an area that's not too expensive, that you can still get a decent, like I live in a pretty good area. You could do all that. $20 isn't up. 20 and up isn't bad for a single person, okay? And one thing that I will say is that the more years that you put in, the more money that you get out. And I know a lot of times people don't want to do that, but once you get your certification, you're good. A lot of times too, you can travel after a couple of years of working as a sterile processing tech, and they make like $80,000 a year. That's one thing. Second, if you don't want to travel across the state, you could travel in-state. They make like $42 an hour or something, so they make pretty good money too. You could be a supervisor. You could try to be a lead tech. Or you just work at the hospital, make your little 21, 22, 23, $24 an hour. Go back to school, go to a community college, get your respiratory therapy, get your LPN, get whatever you need to get, and move up in the hospital. Being a sterile processing tech is a pretty good field to me, especially like I said, if you're single with no children and you're still trying to like move up. I feel like sterile processing is not a bad place to start, because even though like the people feel like a lot of people do get lowballed in sterile processing, but like I said, you just need to know like what hospitals to work for, what hospitals not to work for. If you are going to work for a hospital that doesn't pay you a lot, just do it to get if you don't have your experience and your certification, just do it to get your foot in the door. After 6 months, peace. And don't be afraid to use the hospital benefits. A lot of times they have perks at work. You can get your car insurance through. They have things to where if you once you walk so many miles or whatever, it's kind of like it's basically a tracker, like a tracker like you have on like your Fitbit or iPhone. Once you do those, like, I'm sorry, all I'm saying is be intensive and extensive, whatever. Be serious with be serious with your benefits, okay? Really look at the pros of working for a hospital. Use every benefit that you can. They tell you they'll give you 20% off for your car insurance because you work at a hospital, and all you have to do is sign up through the hospital. Do it. If they tell you we would give you we would give you money or gift cards for tracking how many times you walk and this, that, and the third, do it. If they just look at your benefits and try to save as much money as you can. So like I said before, sterile processing techs, we don't make extravagant money, but you should be able to have a decent living. You should be able to make a good enough living to support yourself. And if you cannot, girl, like I said, Get you another sterile processing job. Not every sterile processing job is created equal. Okay, that's what I learned. You got some. You might have a hospital right here that's paying you this thing said 17.77, and then you might look across the street and that hospital is gonna pay you $24 an hour. I know for a fact that's exactly what has happened to me. I work at a hospital that starts people off at $16 an hour, and I put an application in for a hospital that was like 10 minutes away, and they start off at $21.08. So really, like, get out here and educate yourself and really understand like what hospital is good for what, you know. But that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope it was straight to the point, and I hope you guys understand that, like, when it comes to sterile processing tech, you might not make as much money, but if you, like I said, if you're single, if you're young, and you're like, you know what, like I'm trying to like get my foot in the door, and I'm trying to go back to school and do this and do that, this may be a good career for you. So if it is, please comment down below, and if you have any questions about sterile processing, please let me know. I will try my best to help you out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.